So, if you've been around my channel at all, you've seen any of my other videos, like I said earlier, you know I use these a lot. So let's take a minute now and take a closer look at some of the different attachments you can use on your angle grinder. These can be used for wood, steel, plexiglass, you name it. This is a handy tool to have in your home workshop. So let's start by taking a look at some of the different attachments you can get for your 4.5 inch angle grinder to work on wood. Of course, they have what's called flap discs, and these are nothing more than sandpaper that's been attached to a disc, and you can get these in a variety of grits, 50 on up to 120. These work really good for sanding out and finishing wood. In fact, let's take a look at how it works. Before we do that, though, let's talk about a couple more of these attachments. So we'll set these flap discs aside for now and look at these. Now, this is nothing more than an abrasive disc for using on wood. And you can see here we've got what's called a Lancelot, which is essentially turning your little angle grinder into a miniature chainsaw. All right, so let's start with this Lancelot. Now, you can see this is nothing more than a chainsaw blade on a disc. Now, we want to engage that. And we can take this tool that comes with your grinder, and you don't need to get it on there real tight. So let's make a cut or two here. Alright, so here you can see I've got one of the logs that we've been setting up for one of our rocking log chairs. And you can see where I got a little rough in here with my chainsaw. So we're going to use this Lancelot attachment on our 4.5 inch angle grinder. It's brand new Milwaukee. I'll show you how to polish some of this to start smoothing these out. But please, don't start into any kind of project with your new angle grinder without wearing some kind of eye protection. So I think you'd agree, the Lancelot takes out a lot of bulk in a hurry. Makes a big mess too. So next we'll switch over to this abrasive pad, and we can start polishing this thing out. It's just like sanding anything else. You start out with heavy grit, take out a lot of bulk, then you work your way down into the smoother flap discs, just like you would with sandpaper. Whenever you're changing your discs out, always make sure you're unplugged, just as a safety precaution. Just back that off. Let's go ahead and run this for a minute. This pretty much operates the same way. So as you can see, it doesn't take much, and you can start getting these things polished out pretty quick. Let's go ahead and put one of these flap discs in next. Now, with these flap discs, we've got a 7/8 inch arbor. And all angle grinders come with an attachment that will allow for that and lock it into place. And again, you can use this or just twist it on there by hand. Alright, so I think you get the idea how that works, and you can see how start sanding them out pretty nice. In fact, let me show you what you can do with your angle grinder. Here's a perfect example of some of the work you can do with your angle grinder. This is the Cabin Club rocker. Comes in our cabin collection. And you can see the detail work, even these scallops. I did all of this with my angle grinder. And I hope this has been helpful the next time you want to use your angle grinder to sand or shape wood. Remember, if you need a new angle grinder, be sure to come see me, Mitchell Dillman, at logfurnitureHowTo.com. I appreciate you taking time to stop by. We'll see you again in just a few days.